Hey guys, it is Thursday. I'm coming outside to see how rainy it is. Weather app saying it might rain like right now, but it didn't seem like it was gonna rain, so brought out my bike stuff and gonna clean up the bikes a bit. Yeah, once I got the Aventon, the e-bike up on the stand, showing you guys how dirty it is. To be honest, I kind of slacked on filming stuff today. Yeah, it's still kind of a long video, but didn't really get many after shots of it being clean. And there's a few things that I wanted to adjust, like gotta tighten up whatever those two screws are. And just examining the bike, I feel like my front brake pads are kind of worn down. That's a problem for another day though. Don't really feel like spending, I don't know what it is, like $50 for a new set. And yeah, kind of just going over the stack of stuff I have in my repair kit here. Don't really have much of glue left. It looks like those tubes are dried out, but those patches are like self-adhesive patches, so should be fine. And yeah, just kind of touching everything, making sure everything's tight. Then I went around and sprayed everything down. Wipe that up. Again, I was slacking on the actual filming of the cleaning. At a certain point I put on my gloves and it's kind of hard to be turning the camera on and off all the time. But anyways, went over looking at the tires and I'm picking glass out of the tires. These are Schwalbe puncture resistant tires. And without them I feel like I'd be getting flats all the time with the amount of glass that I picked out. At least 3 really big honking pieces of glass that, you know, the old school regular tires probably would have worked their way all the way through at this point, but they're supposed to be like a pretty thick layer of Kevlar or some sort of puncture resistant stuff in the tire that stops stuff getting all the way through. And yeah, I don't really get many flats on the e-bike, so that's been pretty nice. So yeah, that's all good. Brought that bike kit back inside, and I brought out the Trek Soho. Yeah, my new bike. Haven't really ridden this too much, and I wanted to put on a different seat. On the old one, kind of uncomfortable. And I was looking through my spare parts, and I found this one, the Bontrager seat. I think it's branded, and it felt much better than this one. It's like got a gel seat thing, the old one, and I guess my ass would compress it and feel like I'd really have most of my weight on those like 2 spots. Whereas this, it felt more spread out. Overall, just better. And I wanted to swap out the pedals. Yeah, like last year or maybe a year before, I bought an Aventon Pace. It's like the same model of e-bike that I have, but for spare parts, so I wanted to switch out the pedals, but they were too hard, so I didn't switch them out. Then I wanted to switch out this kickstand for another thing, and this piece is just too rusted, and I don't want to round it any more than I already did trying to get it off. I need like a 14mm box wrench or something maybe. But yeah. Also, speaking of the old Aventon, I tried putting on the seat on the Trek, and this feels way better. I'm like, man, maybe I just got a fat ass or whatever, but yeah, this comfort seat is comfortable. So I'm just gonna keep that on from now on. But yeah, my brother wants to go on a ride around Hamilton, so kind of just having a look around at the bike. I'm probably gonna take this one out, which I am a little bit worried about because I've never taken this kind of wheel out before, and it's got like some cables on it and a little grease port there I never noticed before. But yeah, the drum brake is this cable and it's attached to that nut, and apparently you can like slide that out. And same with the internal gear hub shifter cable there. There's also a little nut that you can like kind of remove and then take the wheel out. I've never done it. The only video I found online is kind of bad, but maybe I'll try to watch that again. And I decided to rip these rubber things off the top tube, which to me they're kind of just like branding, but they're like a big rubber thing. Like it probably protected the top tube a little bit, but I just think it looks ugly. So yeah, I'm just ripping this off. And maybe it looks a little bit worse because there's still some like silicone glue stuff on there, but I'll get some rubbing alcohol or something and see if I can get that a little cleaner. Maybe I'll make a top tube protector or something. But yeah, clouds are starting to look a little dark, so figured I should bring everything inside. And I guess it did rain. I hung out for a bit inside, and then I took out the recycling. And it was wet outside, but not raining, so that was kind of nice for me. And I decided to go over to Freshco and get some dinner. Yeah, sometimes when I'm doing the keto, I just don't feel like eating anything. I'm like, I don't know. It's all just meat and vegetables. It's not very exciting. But I found these Parmesan green beans. They were on sale. And you know what? They're pretty good. I ate that with a thing of bacon. And yeah, it was fairly tasty. Yeah, a whole thing of bacon, guys. Yeah. I guess it rained while I was in the store because it was even wetter when I left, even though it looks pretty sunny. But keep just dodging that rain. And spent the rest of the day doing some cleanup around the apartment. You know, I wanted to have a clean kitchen, took out the compost, that kind of stuff. And I also played a bunch of Slay the Spire too, like, you know. But kind of just a taking it easy kind of day. Later, guys.